very concerning stuff from Ryan Garcia. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I just feel like I'm worried. I'm genuinely worried for Ryan Garcia. Specifically, what it comes down to is there's nowhere to go anymore. Saturday night, the inevitable is coming. He's in trouble in terms of, he's going up against the guy who's locked in. He's focused on the sport of boxing, and there's no outside distractions. And Ryan Garcia has all the distractions in the world. And I don't know at this point what's trolling, what's not. I went to the press conference in person, and it just didn't look like he's in the right headspace at all. I kind of feel bad for him personally, because I know at the end of the day, we make these fighters out to be superhuman, celebrities, you could say. But at the end of the day, I don't really look at it like that. When I go there and I see them in person, I'm like, this is a person, and this kid, he needs help. He definitely needs help. Whether it's intentional or not, everything he's doing, everything he's saying is very odd behavior, in my opinion. He's acting out very much recently, and I get there's an aspect of, promote the fight, and, promote the fight. Do what you have to do. Floyd Mayweather did his thing. One of the best people to ever really self-promote his fights in the world, but it was natural, it was normal, it was simply his personality that was doing it. Ryan Garcia seems to be coming with a different kind of energy, and I don't know how to feel about it, because at the end of the day, you have people that love you, you have people that care about you, and at the end of the day, boxing isn't forever. It's entertaining us right now. It's a very entertaining sport. I get that. Trust me, I understand. But what he's doing seems to be a lot, and I don't know if it's intentional, because I feel like Ryan Garcia, if this is his plan, it's almost not working. It's almost backfiring in a sense, because although he is getting that attention on social media, I'm not too sure that's going to translate into ticket sales, or it translates into people actually buying the pay-per-view. You guys have to remember that this fight's on DAZN. It's not on, when on TV people promote the fights, it's not really getting that much promotion when it comes to, national television. You don't go on ESPN, because ESPN's with Top Rank, and you won't see an advertisement for Haney and Ryan Garcia. That's why I'm not too sure that this fight sells as much as Tank and Ryan did. Obviously, they did 1.2 million, and I'm not saying it's not as big of a fight. It could very well do more, but it's on a different platform. It's on a streaming service where it's more difficult for that older crowd to access, in my opinion. I'm thinking about, my parents. They enjoy watching boxing to a degree if they're exposed to it. So DAZN playing a role in that. I'm not saying, shout out to DAZN. I know that this is going to be a great event no matter what. I'm just talking about ticket sales. I think that a lot of people were always worried about whether or not Ryan Garcia would actually show up to the fight. That's why the ticket sales, haven't been selling, because why would you buy a ticket for something that, there's a good chance the person you're coming to see may not even show up, may not, be allowed to show up. Ryan Garcia wasn't even allowed to throw the first pitch at the Mets game, and that, that's a pretty cool thing to do. Whenever a fighter's in New York, it's their fight week, or any state really, and they have them promote themselves by going to the local baseball game, the local NFL game, the local NBA game. Ryan Garcia was supposed to throw the first pitch, and I think after all the antics that they've probably seen from Ryan Garcia, they were probably like, yeah, we're good. We don't really want to be associated with any of this. And I don't blame them, to be honest, but it's a little bit unprofessional to do it on the last minute when he's already at the stadium and kind of getting ready to throw the first pitch. That's how I feel about it. But it's a bigger issue than that. It all comes back to Ryan Garcia's well-being. He just doesn't seem like he's in the headspace to fight. I'm not sure. I'm not a professional psychologist. I'm not a doctor, but I will say that that it's not regular behavior at all. To see him look very irritable, more than you would think. Who knows? Maybe it's the weight cut in combination, and having its effect on all the other things as well. It could be the all the distractions, everything that people are saying about him, that he's crazy. And I'm sure it gets to you to some degree when people think when you're acting out and you're acting like there's something wrong with you mentally. And Ryan Garcia has been open about his issues with mental health, so I don't think it's too far-fetched to kind of assume or insinuate that, you know, there may be something seriously wrong here. But he still plans on competing on Saturday night, and he's made that clear that he's ready to go. I just don't know if he's mentally all there. Just seeing him make a bet at the press conference with Devin Haney, you know, if he misses weight by a pound, it'll be a $500,000 bet per pound. So I don't know, it was just a lot of chaos, I think, and it's just more than what I anticipated. I anticipated a lot of trash talk, a lot of heated moments, but it was just very out of character. It just didn't seem like Ryan Garcia's natural personality, and that's something that I think is a little weird. I think it's a little like uncomfortable. You know, a lot of people, I was in the room, you could feel it. It got very uncomfortable. There was a lot of laughter, but there was also a lot of like, what is this kid saying? Like, is he serious right now? Because there was a lot of explicit language, and when I say explicit, it got very explicit. Go watch it for yourselves. I think you guys all know what I'm referring to. But Ryan Garcia, you know, it wasn't like the whole crowd was laughing. It was like one of those, you ever seen a stand-up comic, you know, go to a big arena and bomb? That was kind of what it was with Ryan Garcia and the media. A lot of people were uncomfortable. Even take a look at Ryan Garcia's his own team. You look at his father and Derek James, his head trainer, looking very uncomfortable. When Ryan Garcia is saying all this crazy stuff, it's almost like they have to hold him on a leash and tell him to stop, and he just won't. He can't control himself right now. I don't know if it's a level of him just being childish and juvenile. I don't know if it's, you know, yeah, just him being a kid and not being able to mature and just sit still. But at the same time, you know, it's weird because we've seen him act more normal in the Tank press conference and all previous fights, you know, up till now, and now it's getting a little wild for him. I'm very skeptical. There's also that theory that, you know, he's just creating built-in excuses so that when he loses the fight, like most people anticipate he will lose the fight to Devin Haney on Saturday night, there are a lot of excuses that he will get, in terms of he can say, you know, I wasn't in the right headspace, I was going through a dark time, and maybe he is, but, you know, that also takes away some credit from Devin Haney, and I don't think that should be the case, because it's not fair to Devin. You know, he's putting in the work, he's zeroed in on Ryan Garcia, focused within that, you know, 2 months of training and more, so staying disciplined, and then, you know, people don't give him the credit he deserves after getting a victory, if he's able to do so, which I think he will be able to get the victory over Ryan Garcia. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Are you guys concerned? I'm definitely concerned for the well-being of Ryan Garcia. I understand this fight will go through, but I'm a little bit worried about, you know, where his head's at. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy Matt Nabong with Naz Fight Media. Catch you guys on the next video. Peace.